G'day fellas, my name is Wildkard, welcome back to my channel. If you want to support me, just hit the subscribe button, helps out with the algorithm, I do really appreciate it. Super Rugby round 12, Eden Park, the Blues versus the Rebels. Okay, that's not a basketball game, okay? This is rugby and that's not a basketball game, okay? So, yeah, my dad was on the phone with me. He's told me that I'm too negative, too downbeat, and he said, you know, rugby shouldn't upset me when I watch it. So I'm gonna take my old man's advice. We're gonna have a positive review this time with this game, okay? So the Blues beat the Rebels at home 71 points to 28. This was 3 points short of the record points ever been scored by the Blues, which was apparently in 1998 by was the Blues against the Bulls. And so yeah, this was really close. The Blues had a couple conversions missed, but overall was really close. If those conversions weren't missed, this would have been a record try. And this wasn't really one of those games where when the game started, right? Here's what I was thinking, right? Beauden Barrett wasn't playing due to the All Blacks mandatory resting period for the All Blacks players. So Blues was missing not just Beauden Barrett, but a couple other key players as well. But the big name is obviously Beauden Barrett. So right from the start, right, the Rebels scored 2 tries. Yes, 2 tries in 7 minutes. The Blues look horrendous. It looked like the Blues didn't know how to play rugby. Like, lineouts was just absolutely appalling. Even their own commentators was like, what is going on with this lineout? It was amateur hour for the Blues, right? Get this. This is how bad it was with these first 2 tries. The Blues had a 5-meter lineout. They throw the ball. They overthrows their own 5-meter lineout. And the Rebels recovers the overthrow and scores a try under the sticks. Like, rams through under the sticks, right? So everybody's just like baffled, right? Like, everyone's jaw like hit the floor. And this was like a minute into the game. I think it was Powell kicks the ball down into the 5-meter line, forcing a Blues for a 5-meter line. Usually everyone just dropped the jaw just dropped, right? We're talking about like All Blacks players in the Blues forward pack and make a mistake like this. You could totally see this like happen to the All Blacks team if this is happening to the Blues. Oh my god, that was horrendous, right? Sure, and then the joke continued when Finlay Christie, yes, this guy for a minute played like a moron, like an absolute moron. Okay, so get this, Blue had another line out. They go short, which was pretty smart, and this was like 40 meters out from their own try line. It goes short. The ball goes to Finlay Christie. Imagine this. Finlay Christie gets the ball. Instead of he gets the ball to his right? Instead of just instead of getting the ball to the right and pass to the left like this, right? Make a left-hand pass. Yes, left-hand pass. It's not that difficult. Instead of making a left-hand pass, he decides to turn his back and throw a right-handed pass with his back turned against the opposition. I am not joking. I was like, what is going on? Can't you not know how to do a left-handed pass? He turns his back. I have not seen this. I think I've seen this in professional match, like maybe once before in a trial match or something. But this, yeah, and immediately this gets punished as he throws this. You know, as you turn your back towards the opposition, he could not see who's coming up. He throws the pass, gets intercepted by the Rebels. Lock runs in for a second try, less than 7 minutes. And at this point, you're thinking, wow, the Blues are gonna get destroyed by the Rebels, right? You're like, this game is over. Without Beauden Barrett, the Blues is absolutely in shambles at this moment, right? You're probably like losing your mind if you're a Blues player at that point. And then, the Blues, I guess they like slapped themselves in the face a little bit, woke up from whatever daytime dreaming they were having, put on what was it? 45 points? What was it? 45 points. 40. What was it? 47 points. 47 points. Unanswered points before halftime. So yeah, the Rebels at halftime, Jeff Wilson made a joke, right? Rebels missed 19 tackles, and Jeff Wilson was like, yeah, only missed 19 tackles because nobody was actually tackling. And it was really, really just, I could not believe what was. Okay, sorry. Positive. Okay. It was quite entertaining to watch if you're a Blues fan. There was some absolute brilliant tries. When you're playing against nobody defends, when you're playing against a team that doesn't know how to defend, it was just beautiful highlight tries left and right. It was amazing. Talaya jumped in for a try where he was like upside down in the air, dotting the ball down into the corner on the into the corner. It was just like absolutely spectacular. Mwah, beautiful rugby to watch. And just watching the highlights, it was just so many good tries from the Blues. This is what we get when we play the Rebels. It's just a highlight reel for the other team, right? It was just so beautiful to watch, so beautiful. And then the Rebels finally in the second half stabilized the situation a little bit, kind of like learn how to tackle a little bit better. Eventually, the Rebels pulls out 2 more tries before the siren ended, including the same try that they scored against the Crusaders, where the number 10 grabber kicks the ball behind into the end zone, and Reece Hodge slides in for the try. Very exact same play as the try they scored against Crusaders, I think 2 weeks ago. But yeah, this was a highlight reel for the Blues. If you were going to make a highlight reel, just wait for the Rebels to come to town. And let's just go through some stats, right? So at halftime, the Blues already had 310 run meters to finish the game at 745 run meters to 244. At halftime, the Rebels had 86 run meters. There was 19 defenders beaten at halftime, and the Blues extended that to 35 defenders beaten to full time. Rebels had, I think it was 2 defenders beaten at halftime, and extended that to 9 at full time. Turnovers conceded 4 against the Blues at halftime. Obviously ended it with 10. 7 turnovers against the Rebels at halftime. 15 at the end of the game. Tackles. Here's the funny thing. Tackle count: 49 tackles for the Blues. 3 missed tackles at halftime. 115 for the Blues at the end. 9 missed tackles at the full time. So for the Rebels, already had 19 missed tackles at halftime, 35 at full time. And as Jeff Wilson said, if you're not even trying to make a tackle, it's technically not a missed tackle, right? So yeah, I honestly don't know what else to say. There was one line out the Blues lost. So there was at halftime and the Rebels didn't lose any line out. At full time, Blues actually lost 2 lineouts overall. So the Blues lineout is still a little bit of work to be done there. And then finally, we have the penalty count: 8 penalties to the Blues, 6 to the Rebels. And the scrummaging was actually a little bit interesting. The Rebels actually had scrum advantage. I will say like dominance in the beginning of the first half. Despite them down in score, their scrummaging was doing really well. What's the name? Fa'au Musili, is that how I say his name? Let me just get his name up. Yeah, Fa'au Ma'usili. He was actually really good. He scored a try. He was doing really well in the scrummaging as well. So they were actually putting, oh my god, look at the list of the tries. So it was actually like the Rebels were actually winning the scrummaging at the start against, like, basically people think that this is gonna be the this Tuanga Fasi was probably going to be the All Blacks kind of like front row, many people were talking about. So it was really, really impressive by the Rebels at the start. And then second half kind of came on. Carl Tuinukuafi comes off the bench. This guy, the All Blacks reserve hooker, and Nepo Laulala, obviously. And when these two guys came on, yeah, the Rebels really just took a nosedive. Scrummaging got absolutely destroyed, resulting in 2 scrum loss against scrum feet lost in the second half. So this was, yeah, really, really rough finish for the Rebels against the All Blacks. All Blacks props coming off the bench. So yeah, 11 tries to 4. I don't even know if I want to. Yeah, so Riku Ioane scored 3 tries. His brother Ikea Ioane scored I think 1 try, maybe 2, 1 try. Caleb Clark was running people over left and right. Maybe we can just quickly go through some of these tries. So, like I mentioned, the Blues, the Rebels heads up with 2 tries in less than 7 minutes due to Blues' poor lineouts. 1 overthrow inside their own 5-meter line, and the other one, Finlay Christie, amateur hour time, throws the ball with his back turn against the opposition, gets intercepted by Kanan, and then the game gets turned around. The Blues just start attacking, and you can see the Rebels just giving away. Like, every time the Blues attacked, they got over the advantage line. Like, the Rebels' defense was not fronting up at all. It was just, man, it was like watching, sometimes you might, I don't know, if you ever watch, like, I don't want to say kids play, but sometimes if you watch the kid, sometimes, if you watch the high school kids or something, maybe like a player that's supposed to, like one of the kids supposed to play like in the team above, but they get dropped. So then they're like way better than everyone else in the team, and they're just like running people over. This is what it looked like when the Blues were attacking the Rebels. Like someone, yeah, like they were not even in the same league. It was that bad. So then eventually, Ikea Ioane crashes over. Just, I think it was just put some pressure on, spread the ball out wide, on the wing, goes over. I think it was not Ikea. I think it was Rico goes in after receiving the ball from his brother for the first try, and then Ikea Ioane gets the second try with what's his name? With Papali'i just crashing the ball through. Like, the Rebels defense just going backwards, and then he just gets the ball, pummels himself through as well, following some momentum. Finlay Christie redeems himself in the 21st minute, gets the third try, and is basically, it was just a nice little play by the Blues. The number 10, Perofeta passes the ball to Tuangafasi, a little short ball. Tuangafasi offloads to Ikea Ioane. Ikea Ioane offloads back inside to Finlay Christie. Nice easy try set up there for the third try for the Blues. I almost said Crusaders there. And then Tucker gets the fourth try. And this was just like the Rebels kicks off the ball. Immediately, Caleb Clark gets the ball. He runs through 4 defenders. 4 players, barely touched him, runs through. Eventually, he gets tackled. The fast ball comes out to Talea on the wing, and then he offloads in field for Tucker to goes in for the 4th try. Hoskins to Tutu gets the 5th try on the 30th minute. It was a 5-meter line out for the Blues, just really nice, more set up, and then the ball crashed like a meter short from the Blues try line, and the Blues had the Rebels try line, and the Rebels had no idea how to defend this. No one was even on around the rock. Everybody was just like looking around, like there was no one defending. So then Tutu just went, all right, thanks very much, I'll put the ball down in front of me. Literally nobody defending the rock. And then the next one up, Ioane, the Rico, the more devastating, the fast one. I mean, Rico, it looks so good. Like, the way he runs, look like he's literally flying. Like, he's so quick, and he's so, like, agile. He doesn't even look like he's trying. He doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat, and he's just destroying everyone, carving up the defensive lines left and right. He is so damn good. Rico Ioane, like, he's so impressive. So, Rico Ioane gets the try at 35th minute. Basically, Hoskins to Tutu has a nice run. He hands the ball to Sullivan down the sideline. And this was 40 meters out from the Blues, so inside the Blues half. Hoskins would just run down the sideline and then just throws the ball back in. Rico Ioane flies in for the, I don't know, this is what, 6th try at the 35th minute. And just before halftime, this was another beautiful try by the Blues. Tuanga Fasi, little half break, offloads to Rico Ioane. Not Rico, to another player. And eventually they link up with Rico. Rico just carves up the Rebels backline, finds the, what's his name, Talea out wide. Talea runs, sprints for the corner. He jumps in, upside down, dots the ball down. It was amazing. He literally was vertical upside down, dots the ball down into the corner. And yeah, just on the break of halftime, Blues 7 tries to 2. And then Perofeta was kicking, was really good. So a lot of these tries were on the corner. He only missed 1 in the first half. 6 conversions and only 1 missed. And the second half starts, the Rebels kind of slows the Blues down a little bit. Took till the 51st minute before Rico Ioane gets in for the first try. And this was on the back of the Rebels drop ball. Blues just gets on the front foot, start attacking. Roger Tuivasi-Sheck showed that he's actually extremely talented. He gets the ball, he draw and pass, just really nice and simple draw and pass offload to he didn't draw and pass. He kind of runs into a defender, offloads to Rico Ioane. Rico goes into the runs into the corner for another try. 54 points to 14. On the 60th minute, it looked like a deliberate knock off from the Blues. I thought surely there was a yellow card coming there, but no, it was just they went back for a scrum. And then on the 63rd minute, Caleb Clark. Yeah, this was just another play where the Blues had the open field out wide. Clark was looping behind, looked like a dummy runner, and then what's his name? I think it was Perofeta, just short ball, and you can see it. Rico was lining this up for this inside crash ball, inside ball. He was lining him up a mile away. Just sprints in, this beautiful angle. Nobody touched it. Just carved straight open. It was literally hot knife cutting through butter. Nobody was even anywhere near him. Just, man, he's just gone. Goes in for that. How many tries is this now? This was 62. This was the 10th try. I think, was it 10th? I don't even know. So Rico scores. I think I missed one on the 57th minute. Perofeta gets one. On the 57, I don't even remember what happened there. But yeah, Rico Ioane scores this one for the 10th try, and finally the game ends on the 76th minute. Not 76th minute, sorry. And then the Rebels strikes back on the 73rd minute. They get a they finally get a chance following a Blues error. Basically, it wasn't even a Blues error. So the Rebels side was so bad, they threw one of their own passes and it just went to the ground. And the ball bounced on the ground. One of the Rebels players scooped it up. And maybe because the ball bounced on the ground, the Blues defense was just confused. So he, the guy who picked up the ball cast straight through the Blues defense. And then a bit of offload. Wildkard gets the ball, goes in for the Rebels' 3rd try. So that was a bit weird. That was kind of a mistake from the Rebels. Kind of pay off for them, in a really weird way. On the 76th minute, Caleb Clark goes in for a show-off finish. The Rebels were trying to run the ball out of their own half, lost the ball. The Blues gets on the counter attack. Perofeta gets a nice run, and then also able to offload the ball to keep the momentum going. And eventually the ball comes out, quick ball to the wing. Talea gets the ball. He spreads it to Roger Tuivasi-Sheck. Tuivasi-Sheck draws like a defender, passes the ball back in field as he's kind of getting close to the try line. Sorry, yeah, he passes the ball out to Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark was just literally a meter out. He jumps over a defending player that was on the ground by the Rebels, goes in for a try. 76 minute. Final score, 71 points 28. So, yeah. Yeah. So that was a really entertaining game for the Blues. If you're a Blues fan, I'm sure you must be really happy. If you're a Rebels fan, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate you being here. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys a bit later for the Reds game against Highlanders. Cheers.